What is up, YouTube? It's your boy, D-Walk71. Replace today with a 4. I'm here with my WWE Roadblock end of the line review for you guys. Now, my voice sounds weird, which it does. It's because I'm fighting a cold, but that's not going to stop me from reviewing this horrible pay-per-view. Now, this is the second Roadblock event we've had this year, as in the first one was in February. It was a network special, so they decided to bring it as a pay-per-view. And honestly, this pay-per-view was boring. Honestly, it was really background noise for me studying for my finals. It wasn't that good of a pay-per-view. It wasn't really engaging for me. But let me review this so I can go on with my nights. So we start off, we got the pre-show match, which was Rusev versus Big Cass. Now, this is actually a pre-show match I actually cared for this time because there's people in here that I actually like. So we had Rusev go over on Big Cass via countout because Big Cass is not taking no kind of pins anytime soon. And honestly, I just want this feud to be over with. I want Rusev in the main event because he needs to be in the main event. He's main event ready, to be honest. But we actually open up the pay-per-view with the Tag Team Championship match. We have the New Day defending against Cesaro and Sheamus. And honestly, this match was an alright opener in the fact that, like, we got new champions with Cesaro and Sheamus being the brand new Raw Tag Team Champions. The beginning of the match, Sheamus and Cesaro were dominating New Day. New Day had some offense, but that was like towards the end of the match. And the New Day legit tried everything they could to win the championship, and it didn't work, from them distracting the referee to Xavier Woods kicking Cesaro in the face, or Xavier Woods eating the bro kick of Sheamus and trying to have Kofi Kingston take the pin, but it just didn't work. Then after that, Sheamus and Cesaro did their own little weird thing where they faked the tag. Cesaro took a Trouble in Paradise and Sheamus got the roll-up victory or something like that on Kofi Kingston, and we got new tag team champions. Now, we all knew this was going to happen. If you look at the betting odds, Sheamus and Cesaro were the favorites, odds-on favorites to win. And I believe it's time for New Day to drop the titles. I mean, they are now the official longest-reigning tag team champions of all time. They're set forever. Now, I think we might be getting a New Day heel turn. I don't know. But now, what does this mean for the tag team championships? I'm going to give this a chance for a couple weeks of Cesaro and Sheamus being tag champions. I don't know where this is going to go, honestly. I kind of like the collide of these two being in a tag team. I just don't see them doing much with the titles. I don't know why. I just feel like the titles aren't going to be important once they have it. I don't know, but I'm just, like I said, I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going to see what they'll do. But the OP part was Sheamus is such a heel. I guess he has certified how much of a heel he was. Cesaro, it was like a passing of the torch moment when the New Day gave the tag titles to them. Cesaro hugged the New Day, but Sheamus took the tag team titles and started flaunting around with them. It's crazy. The next match we end up having Sami Zayn versus the Braun Strowman in a 10-minute limit match, where if Sami Zayn survives for 10 minutes, then he wins. And honestly, this match, down to like the last 3 minutes, Braun Strowman was destroying Sami Zayn so bad to the point where Mick Foley ended up grabbing the white towel because he was going to throw the white towel in and give up for Sami Zayn. But Sami Zayn kept telling Mick Foley, no, don't do this. Let me go out on my own. I thought since Braun Strowman was destroying Sami Zayn, Samoa Joe was going to come out, and boom, you got a super feud with Braun Strowman and Samoa Joe. But instead, they start fighting, and Sami Zayn somehow just magically was able to finesse Braun Strowman and able to have Braun Strowman basically take himself out because he ran. He was trying to take Sami Zayn out on the barricade, went through the barricade. He ran into the post, all kinds of stuff. Sami Zayn basically just moved, finessed, got his way out of it, and he ended up winning because he survived the 10 minutes. Which is good because it shows that he could have survived, but it still makes Braun Strowman look good because he wasn't pinned. He just didn't kill Sami Zayn in 10 minutes, but they can rebuild Braun Strowman and make him look like a dominant force in like 2-3 weeks with him just destroying people again. But I feel like if they're going to bring Samoa Joe to Raw, this is the guy you go to, and if you want to make Samoa Joe look like a legit force, have him be Braun Strowman. That's just my opinion. The match, it was alright. I mean, it was, what do you expect? It's Braun Strowman versus Sami Zayn. Braun Strowman's been killing people. I didn't expect nothing from this match. So the next match we end up having, one of the matches that almost put me to sleep. And it's weird because I'm a Seth Rollins guy, and this match put me to sleep. I'm talking about Seth Rollins versus Chris Jericho. This match, honestly, I don't know. It missed something. It missed something in it to make me just like really care and really be engaged in the match. I don't know. I just wasn't engaged into it. Nothing in the match really got me excited except for the end of it. With like this little thing Seth Rollins did where he had Chris Jericho in a pedigree, and then I thought he was about to botch something with Chris Jericho, but he ended up going from a pedigree into a powerbomb, and powerbomb Chris Jericho into the corner as he usually does. The ending, Kevin Owens tried to interfere. It didn't work. Chris Jericho got distracted. Seth Rollins to that pedigree 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins moved on. This match, honestly, I feel like it wasn't really necessary. I mean, I get it. It's for Seth Rollins, I guess, his journey in order to get to Triple H. Because first, he was trying to go for the Universal title. He lost. Triple H screwed him out of the title. Then he goes against Kevin Owens. He loses to get Kevin Owens because of Chris Jericho. Now he takes out Chris Jericho. So now I guess he's going to go towards Triple H, who he's eventually going to face at WrestleMania. But does that mean he's going to go for the Universal title again? Because the whole reason of him losing was Chris Jericho. He took out Chris Jericho. Now you got Kevin Owens. But by the end of the night, I don't know. This review doesn't make any sense. What's next? Oh, the Cruiserweight title match. We have Rich Swann take on the challengers of TJ Perkins and Brian Kendrick for the Cruiserweight Championship. Honestly, I really didn't care about this match. It was a legit Pittsburgh match. Honestly, I don't even know what I was doing when this match was going on. I could barely tell you what happened. I just know Rich Swann won, but I can tell you the best part about it was after the match. Boom. We hear the pyro drop. We see Neville. He has finally returned, and finally Neville is in the Cruiserweight division. I've been waiting for this ever since they announced it. I thought they were going to put Neville and Sami Zayn in the Cruiserweight division. But no, they put Neville in. Cool. He comes out and immediately socks Rich Swann in the mouth, takes him out. TJ Perkins tries to see what's going on with Neville, takes out TJ Perkins. He takes out both TJ Perkins and Rich Swann, leaves them both laying out on the floor, and then Neville walks away. What would have made this better is if Neville took Rich Swann's Cruiserweight title, held it up in the air, threw it on Rich Swann's knocked out body, walked out the ring. So we already know what's going to happen. Hopefully we're going to get Neville versus Swann for the Cruiserweight Championship. Neville as a heel, well, I didn't expect it, but I'm happy it's happening because Neville needed this. We finally see that Neville is back, and I'm very excited to see what they'll do with him as a heel. Hopefully they don't build a lot of momentum for him and then kill it after like a couple weeks like they do with most people who like turn heel. The next match we end up seeing was the 60th millionth match between Charlotte and Sasha Banks and a 30-minute Iron Man match for the Raw Women's Championship. Now, honestly, I didn't really care about this match due to the fact that I've seen this match so many times. These women have been feuding since like July when Sasha first won the title in that episode of Raw. They've been feuding for a very long time, and they've been playing hot potato with the Women's Championship a lot, with Sasha beating Charlotte, Charlotte winning it back, Sasha winning it back, then Charlotte, then Sasha, then Charlotte, then Sasha. It's really annoying seeing these two just continue to just get the titles back from each other. Honestly, In this match, I didn't really care for it. Oh my god. I'm sorry. This pay-per-view is putting me to sleep as I'm talking about it. Oh god. I don't know. It's just seeing these two continue to go against each other back and forth, to them just switching the titles. Basically, it's kind of making the title like worthless if you continue to just switch the champions. It's really annoying. The match was alright, I guess. I mean, if you know what Sasha and Charlotte can do, then it was cool. I mean, it was Charlotte with the first fall, then Sasha, then Charlotte, I believe. No. Sasha with the second fall, then Charlotte with the last one at like the last 3 seconds. She had a figure 8. Then the ending of the match, they did overtime, sudden death. Whoever gets the next fall wins the title or retains the title. Charlotte ended up making Sasha tap out again. She is the new Raw Women's Champion. Honestly, and they said there's no rematch clause after this, so this is the last match between these two, and we give the title back to Charlotte. And honestly, I don't think Charlotte's going to drop the title until WrestleMania. And I already know who they're going to feud her with. Oh my god. They're going to feud her with Bayley for the Raw Women's Championship. Or, as it looks like to me, the Raw Divas Championship. This is the Divas title because this is the Divas division. This is the Divas division now. This is not a women's division. I don't care that the WWE says that they have changed the game. They have in different ways, by having these out of normal women's matches that we don't usually see, like the Hell in a Cell match, them having a street fight match, them having all kind of matches. But it's just, you've done it so much, you've gotten to the point to where I really don't care anymore, and that's exactly how I feel. So now we have a new Raw Women's Champion. Sasha is probably going to go feud with Nia Jax, and now we're going to see Bayley versus Charlotte, which I'm not excited for because Bayley on the main roster. Let's just move on because this sucked. The next match we end up watching, we had the WWE Universal Championship match between Kevin Owens defending the title against Roman Reigns. Now, this match I really was not looking forward to, and it's not even because Roman Reigns. It's just, I don't know. It's the fact that, like, Kevin Owens has been one of the weakest world champions I've ever witnessed. His title reign is kind of worse than Sheamus, but at least with Sheamus, it kind of worked for him a little bit. But for Kevin Owens, it just hasn't worked for him. Kevin Owens has been one of the worst world champions ever. I'm thinking of Rey Mysterio's world championship reign, or even Chris Jericho's undisputed championship reign. Like, it's among that. Because Kevin Owens has been looked at as a coward. He's had somebody help him win the titles. He's never won the title clean at all. And he's never looked dominant. I can't remember a time where Kevin Owens has actually looked dominant. Roman Reigns has been on top this whole entire time. Kevin Owens as a world champion has been like, this man is the world champion, but he's being overshadowed by a piece of paper, which is Chris Jericho's list. It feels like when Kevin Owens is in a feud, it's not even about Owens. It's about his opponent and Chris Jericho. Owens as world champion is bad. And the way they treat him as champion, or the way they book him as world champion, is bad. So it was kind of like, we know Roman's going to win. But if Roman wins, it's going to be early 2016 all over again. The people are just going to destroy Roman with boos. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if Roman won the world title. It's just he's won it so much this year. I thought they were going to give him a break. Just give him the U.S. title. Which that title, him as U.S. champion, is way stronger than Kevin Owens as the world champion. And that's supposed to be the mid-card title, might I add. The match itself, it was actually good. I mean, we seen Kevin Owens, he was really dominant at the beginning of the match. He was just kicking Roman Reigns' butt the whole, first 10, I don't know how many minutes. He was destroying Roman. Then Roman came back, and then Kevin Owens went back to being dominant again. He put Roman Reigns through a table with 2 frog splashes off of the barricade, then a frog splash in the ring. Roman Reigns speared Kevin Owens with the title in his hand. The title flew out, and then the ending had Chris Jericho come out and hit the cold breaker on Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens retains the title. Then after that, Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho are now best friends again out of nowhere. It was all a plot. They played us. They set us up. So after that, they walk away as champions. Once again, Kevin Owens did not win his title clean. Somebody helped him. That's the only way he's going to keep his title. So then after the match, they're celebrating. And they're walking around, and Roman Reigns spears. No. That's not what happens. They walk out. Seth Rollins' music hits. Comes out. Stops them. Look at him. And they try to walk back. Roman Reigns spears Kevin Owens. Then they take out Chris Jericho. Shield reunion once again. Hit the powerbomb thing. It's not a triple powerbomb because they need Dean Ambrose. A double powerbomb. We'll call it that. They hit the double powerbomb through the announce table. Then Kevin Owens tried to escape. And Seth Rollins caught him. Then they beat up Kevin Owens and put him through the announce table that's on the side of the stage where the main Raw commentators are. And they hit a double powerbomb through there. And they stand tall. That was the only way Roman got cheered was through Shield moments. And the world champion once again looked weak because I guess you can't have a pay-per-view with a world champion look strong, because that just shows how much WWE thinks Kevin Owens is as a champion. He's a weak champion. So we're going to make him look weak by having him get jobbed out to 2 people that aren't even... Well, one of them is a champion, but the other one isn't. I don't even know. Seth Rollins, you have nothing to do with this, man. I thought you were going for Triple H. Now you're going for Kevin Owens, and I just don't like how everything that happened tonight. This pay-per-view sucked. A waste of hours. I feel bad for anybody that doesn't have the network and they paid $50 for this. This was a disappointment. This is the worst way to end 2016 pay-per-view was for WWE. I would rather them end the pay-per-view with TLC than Roadblock. But what do you expect? The name of the pay-per-view is called Roadblock. End of the line. It's the same pay-per-view as a special they had earlier this year. I don't expect much from WWE, but at least I want to expect something to take away from it. I want to have something to take away from the pay-per-view. I feel the same way as I did during SummerSlam. And we all know how bad SummerSlam was this year with them unveiling the Universal Championship to, Charlotte winning the title again, to Finn Balor being pushed to the moon all of a sudden. I mean, it's just a lot, man. This pay-per-view was bad. I don't know. I would rather watch Raw than this pay-per-view, and that's saying a lot because Raw hasn't been good since I don't even know. Honestly, I really don't do. I believe I do pay-per-view ratings. It's been a minute since I reviewed a WWE pay-per-view. I give this pay-per-view a 5 out of 10. It was a half pay-per-view. You're going to get a half rating. That's just how I feel about the pay-per-view. It sucked. This pay-per-view was a mistake. I don't know. I'm tired of WWE just doing this where they just produce anything and we're just supposed to be okay with it. But you guys know what to do. Like, comment, favorite, subscribe. Do what you do to support me. So this month I'm supposed to be building a gaming PC, and once I build my gaming PC, I'll be able to start live streaming very soon. High quality live streaming. Got the green screen. I got a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff planned for next year. Just be on the lookout. Anyway, guys, I'm out. Peace. Roadblock sucked. I hate you, WWE. Vince, you suck too. This pay-per-view was garbage. Peace.